Now we welcome you to this second AYUSH camp, which is under the aegis of Ayurveda Information Center, that is AYUSH Information Center. And today we'll have different kind of programs connected to Ayurveda, yoga, meditation, and all the related fields. And so it gives me immense pleasure to welcome Secretary of AYUSH, Ministry of Health from New Delhi, Shri Nilanjan Sanyal. Ambassador Malay Mishra, you all know. Mr. Bala Prasad, Joint Secretary from AYUSH, and Dr. Professor Abhimanyu Kumar. Now I request Ambassador to give a small talk on value of Ayurveda in life.
Namaskar. Welcome to India House, as my colleague said, for the second AYUSH camp, what we have been having now as a practice with the kind support and encouragement of AYUSH department in New Delhi, which stands for 5 traditional Indian medicinal disciplines. We are promoting that, all of that, through our AYUSH Information Center, which is right inside our embassy, and all of you are most welcome to come anytime during the working hours of the day and visit us. And we run free consultations on naturopathy, and we do these camps because we want you to be familiarized with what progress people are making here, also getting acquainted with all these disciplines here, as well as in India. And it's also a kind of informal networking sessions among us, so that we get to know all of you, you get to know us. And this is particularly an important occasion for us, because here we have, right from Delhi, from the main department of AYUSH, the top official, who is the secretary of the department, who could be the counterpart of your deputy state secretary here, Mr. Nilanjan Sanyal, who heads this department in Delhi, and with him various colleagues, 2 other colleagues, as was mentioned. The purpose of the visit is, besides this, is to attend a conference, international conference on Ayurveda, which is also being organized by the embassy in collaboration with a foundation for Ayurveda, for promoting public health in Hungary. And that will have 2 days of preparation of conference, tomorrow and day after. And tomorrow we begin our conference at 2 o'clock, and all of you who are invited may please visit us there. There will be some sessions covering various aspects of Ayurveda, and that will be held right here in our cultural center, in the auditorium of the cultural center, starting from 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. in the afternoon tomorrow. You can have a fairly technical evaluation of Ayurveda as a medicine which has come down to us for thousands of years, and how it has been existing and flourishing not only in India but in various parts of the world today, and has been a household name in several countries besides India. Of course, here I see so many of our friends from Hungary who are well acquainted with various aspects of Indian traditional disciplines. You call it Ayurveda, you call it yoga, you call it meditation, you call it by very many names, but these are all aspects of our Vedic sciences, what we call. And India's heritage, ancient heritage, is derived from them, from the Vedic sciences. And these are, as Ayurveda is known as a science of life, and it is deemed to be the 5th Veda. We have 4 Vedas who are the original Vedas, and this is a Upaveda, which is a supplementary Veda. There are other Upavedas also, and therefore it is called as a part of Ayurveda. Sometimes it is deemed to be even more important because it gives you life. And unless you had life, you can't do any other thing. You have to have life to understand what life is. So Ayurveda is the science of life. It gives you a holistic understanding of the human body, about the human parts of the body, not only the physical, the mind, the spirit. It is a body, mind, spirit triad holistic definition. And in this modern day world where you are always having problems, stresses of living, Ayurveda along with other alternative practices of medicine have come in a big way and accepted today. They have all found global acceptance in the world today. So it may have emanated from India, but today in the world, Ayurveda can be called to be a household name. So we are all lucky that so many people of you are well-known people from Hungary, our friends. They come to us again and again. And this all of you have come today, it shows your interest in this subject. So without taking any further time, I would request my dear colleague, Mr. Sanyal, the Secretary of AYUSH, who has just arrived with his delegation a few hours ago, to come and address this gathering. Very interested people, they would like to know more about the sciences which you promote in India. So we would like to say a few words about it before we go further in the rest of the afternoon. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency Ambassador Mishra and all the assembled enthusiasts of Ayurveda and traditional Indian systems of medicine who have come this warm afternoon to participate in the AYUSH camp being organized by the Embassy of India. On behalf of the Indian delegation, let me start first by conveying the warmest greetings from India and its Ministry of Health to all of you and through you to the extended community of all Hungarians. We are here basically to have a few rounds of discussions with the authorities in the government of Hungary and others, so that each of us have a better appreciation about what system of medicines in the arena of traditional medicines we have and what are its essential characteristics in terms of regulatory structures, in terms of safety issues, in terms of practice and research and validation, and what can we do to see that some of these can also be imbibed and practiced over here. We have come here because we know that in Hungary there has been a tradition of usage of many Ayurvedic products for the last couple of decades or more. Unlike many other countries in Europe, and the systems has got a kind of foothold here, although not quite practiced independently, but at least it has got some familiarity with the populace here. So to allay various misconceptions about what Ayurveda is and what its practice and use entail, we want to have a few rounds of discussion, and that is the purpose of our visit. And it so happens that His Excellency Ambassador Mishra has organized this AYUSH camp, which has given us the opportunity to interact with all of you. As Ambassador has just mentioned, Ayurveda is the main traditional system of medicine in India, and there are a few others, and each has been recognized by the government in its own right as a valid system of traditional medicine. Since the largest following is that of Ayurveda, Ayurveda has also got more publicity abroad compared to the others, and although one of the systems that we nurture and espouse is not of Indian origin, called homeopathy, which you all know originated in your neighborly Germany, India has really accepted homeopathy in the broadest sense of the term. In fact, if it will not be a mistaken statement if I say that homeopathy rivals Ayurveda as the number 2 alternative traditional system that is followed in India. So therefore, because of our long history of practice of Ayurveda, which as Ambassador has just slightly mentioned, is more than a few thousand years old, and homeopathy also, which we have been accepting and practicing for the last couple of centuries, and along with that there are a few others like Unani, yoga, which is also akin or not exactly akin but at least related in some way to Ayurveda, is also of very long antiquity. So all these systems of therapy and medicine have been used and been nurtured, and particularly in the present day, since India has regained its independence about 60 years back, and particularly at this juncture, lot of emphasis is being put by the government to make these systems more scientific based, study based, and to make its acceptance worldwide a priority goal of the government. So we are carrying on with our job of taking the message of these systems to whichever corner of the earth where we find receptive ears, and I'll not be exaggerating in saying that we found that Hungary is one such country where we can have at least a dialogue with the authorities to discuss these matters. At the same time, we are also receptive to the various traditional systems of healing you have, which have been in practice in many European countries, including Germany, including Hungary, including other countries, which are akin to folk healing and nature cure. Because we'd like to learn new things. These things are also there in existence in India. But maybe if we borrow your ideas and practices and your knowledge, we'll be able to develop our systems in a more fulsome manner. So the idea of the exchange visit is twofold: to propagate what we have and also to imbibe and absorb what you have to offer to us. So this is in essence the purpose of our visit, and we'll be carrying on with our assigned mandate over the next 2-3 days here, and you will be happy to know that due to the strong initiative of Ambassador Mishra, one of the leading universities in your country, Debrecen University, is soon going to have an Ayurveda chair for which all the formalities are nearly over, and somebody from India and one well-known Ayurveda doctor, physician, is going to come and stay here to have a continuous dialogue with the students, the faculty, and all those who are interested in this subject in that university. So we hope with these kind of initiatives, there will be better understanding of the system all across the country, and maybe we can institutionalize some kind of a arrangement whereby these systems are not kept behind the shadows but are brought out in the open and are practiced in their own right in the times to come. So with this short statement of what our intentions are and what our objectives are, I would once again thank all of you to have lent patient ears to us, and we feel that today's deliberations here in this AYUSH camp will not be the last of the series, but it will be an ongoing affair, and we also intend to run the AYUSH Information Centre, which has been set up in the embassy purposefully in the times to come by organizing such get-togethers and such exchange platforms in the months ahead. So I suppose this kind of interaction will be kept alive, and this will lead to better understanding of each other's perspectives and will ultimately do good to the cause of the systems that we espouse. Thank you very much on this warm afternoon for having spared your Sunday afternoon and taken the trouble of attending these deliberations. Thank you. Good day.
Thank you, sir. Now we move to the practical part of the program. I will run through the program for you. Now we'll start with pranayama session. After that there will be a yoga session. Then there will be a talk on homeopathy, meditation session, karma yoga, and thereafter there will be a reception. Some vegetarian Indian food will be given. And during all this, we have 6 stalls here which are functional. You are most welcome to consult any of them. Naturopathy by Dr. Diksha Sharma, Ayurveda by Calendula Ayurvedic Clinic, Homeopathy by Mrs. Andrea Székely, Yoga Therapy by Mrs. Tunde Konhofer, Pranayama by Mr. Karoli Kawach, Sahaj Yoga by Ms. Katarina. So please enjoy this program. And to the participants, as Ambassador said, we are having this Ayurveda conference, Ayurveda in the Spirit of Integrative Medicine. And the first inaugural session will be tomorrow in Embassy, Amrita Shelgill Cultural Center. All of you are most welcome to join us at 3 o'clock. Thank you. Please carry on.
Igen. Beautiful. Do you have any other?
Yes, yes.
A fizikai hatásai a pranayama gyakorlásának, a jó egészség megtartása, a vér tisztítása, az oxigén felvételének, a hatékonyságának a növelése, a tüdő és a szív erősítése, a vérnyomás szabályzása, az idegrendszer szabályzása, a test öngyógyító képességének a javítása és a gyógyító terápiák támogatása, és a fertőzésekkel szembeni ellenálló képesség növelése.
Megmutatom, hogy melyik fajta fográlást tudunk elvégezni, mert elég sok típusú fográllás van. És most egy nagyon húzkodom fölfelé, jól megmutatom, és kivégzéssel leengedem a karjaimat előre.
About homeopathy with a screaming child. My husband's out, and I have these 3 homeopathy books on the bed, and I'm trying to ascertain the best remedy for my son. And I know that his earache is on the right side, that it started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, sometime in the afternoon, and it's very, very sharp pain, and he has a flushed face. And I look at the books, and even knowing nothing about medicine, I could find that the remedy for these symptoms, the remedy is belladonna, you might know. I get back, so 10 minutes time, the child is still screaming. I give the remedy, 1 pill under the tongue, and within 5 minutes, he's fallen asleep. And this is great reaction. He actually fell asleep. This was about, I don't know, sometime in the afternoon. He slept through the whole night, woke up in the morning with absolutely no symptoms at all. That was it. I didn't even have to take him to the doctor. I was really monitoring him in case it started again, but it didn't. That one pill chosen for the right symptoms really completely, perfectly solved the situation.